Okay, let me put some background music on here just in case I get quiet. One moment, everyone. Logging in. Let me do that now. And guys, dude, are you gonna really let me have to log in like this? Hold on a second. Ah, okay. I gotta log in through another way. But let me see if you all can hear me at the moment. There you go. So here's the deal. Let me. I gotta put. I know some of y'all like, no, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. The official. Let me just say this. The official report has not been released yet because it's the family, his wife, and everybody else, other family members have not um, been contacted, but the reporters at the hospital have stated that, yeah, he has died. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. However, let me just say this, and I'm going to do my best to not show the video because the video is horrific. I don't want to show. Let me just describe the video because for one, I know if I show even parts of the video, the video is gonna get taken. This stream is gonna get taken out. So Charlie Kirk was sitting underneath his tent and on a campus setting as always, right? A lot of people. Maybe I'm disconnected from. Maybe I'm disconnected from watching a lot of his Ask Me Anythings and this, that, and the other. But I've never seen a crowd this heavy and this big. And so there was a sniper. The guy that got caught looks like a boomer. Let me show you what he looks like. He looks old. And, well, let me see. Let's see. The guy who shot Charlie Kirk. Hold on a second. So they got him. And where? Okay, here we go. Let me show it to you. And this is what this is the person they said who shot him. Where Charlie Kirk got shot at, guys, I'm sorry. I know I don't jump the gun like that and go, oh my God. I normally don't do that. But I looked at the video and I'm like, no way. There's no way he's going to survive. I don't want this for him because this man is married to a beautiful woman. He has kids. All right. I don't want him dead. I don't. I really don't. I never hated Charlie Kirk. All right. Candace is different, but Charlie Kirk, I didn't. All right. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. So there's that. Hold on a second. Let's look at this. So this is the person where it says, so this is the guy who apparently shot Charlie Kirk, a boomer, also a Democrat, but that's the speculation as they've not run his AARP. Oh, okay. He's making jokes. All right. So this is the guy right here.
That's right, you make sign. That's right, you make sign.
Okay, he said he has the right to remain silent. That's what he said. Okay. So here's the problem. I want to go on Twitter, but they keep. Here's the thing with Twitter, and Alex Jones is doing the same thing, right? They showed the video of the bullet. It's one bullet. It's a rifle. It's a snipe. This guy's a sniper. Okay. And why is the old man at a campus to shoot Charlie Kirk? Angry Toast. Duh. Come on now. Why y'all asking silly questions? And so because the official, listen, if I'm wrong, hold on. I am going by not boots on the ground. I'm going by what people are saying at the hospital. That's what I'm saying. If I'm wrong, I'll change the title. But it has been confirmed from people who are at the hospital. at the hospital that he died. And you know what? The fact that I saw the video footage myself, it's not like it's not like he got shot in the hand and I'm like, oh my God, he died. No. Oh my God, that video is horrific. It is horrific. Okay? Dude, shut up. Go ahead and report the channel, dude. As if I'm breaking any rules. I'm not breaking any rules. I'm not breaking any rules. So, there. Have your heart. Have it. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Okay? So I'm like, I don't understand. Like, a lot of you all never seen people get shot before. Okay, that's the problem. A lot of you all have stayed in your little nice, comfy homes. All right, you look at the news, you look at TV, and you see all this fake stuff, and you go, oh, this person got hit, and then all of a sudden they just went through a whole bunch of glass, and they are okay. Listen, I'm sorry. When I saw, I'm like, oh my God. And the fact that it took a while for the ambulance to get to him or for anybody to get to him, okay? You guys tripping me out here with this. I don't want Charlie Kirk to be dead. I don't. Because this is a married man with kids. I don't want that trauma on their children. I don't. Okay? But if you don't believe me, go on Twitter. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to have this video taken down. Go on Twitter yourself. They are glorifying. Okay, they are glorifying the fact that, oh, look at all that blood. Look at all that other stuff that's coming out. So there's that. Okay. So yeah, Nina, I don't have any confirmation from that. Like I said, I'm getting all the confirmation from people who are actually at the hospital. And once I saw it, I was like, fuck. I said, damn. And that's when I went out and started doing the video. So, like I said, if anything changed, I'll change it. But here's the thing. This is, and I'm not going to stay here long, but this is what I want to say. Okay? This is what I want to say. What's going to happen when you all what's going to happen now? Okay? What's going to happen now? Record video at the who has a recorded video at the hospital? All right, that's all I want to know. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me go look for something real quick. One moment, guys. Hold on. So I'm going to, let me erase this here. This is the thing, I have to be careful. Okay, there we go. I have to be careful about going through a lot of this stuff on Twitter because, okay, so let me just show you something. Let me just show you how evil people are. Right? And I would scroll more after this, but you know what happened? You know what happens after I scroll after this? There are videos of Charlie Kirk. There's pictures of Charlie Kirk with his head back where you see the gunshot in his neck, blood everywhere. And then there is the Star Wars meme where the guy says, more. So I'm not going, if you want to see the graphic video yourself, go watch it. Just go watch the video yourself. I'm not showing it here. So, okay. And we're not going to get gun control. I'm sorry. Like, you understand who's the problem. I don't even know why y'all talking about gun control. There is no gun control. Why do you need gun control when the people who are shooting are people like this or on the left? I don't like this is what I said. Like this is the reason why. Hold on. This is the reason why the left think that they can just shoot us willy nilly, because you all like let's start from the Ukrainian girl. That's another thing. Okay, they can push gun control all they want to. Rocket Man, who is a Democrat the president of the United States? Are the Democrats the one leading the Senate? Are the Democrats one leading the House? Damn. So also another thing is that they showed the full video of the Ukrainian girl getting stabbed. That's also on Twitter. All right. That's also on Twitter. So let me just describe that and then we'll go from there. Okay. So when the Ukrainian girl got stabbed, no one helped her. They all looked at her like she was crazy. And that poor girl reached down, she slid down and she got into the corner of the seat area and she bled to death. So here's my thing is, okay, hey Tree, latest report from where? All y'all do is telling me there's a latest report saying he's in critical condition. Where? Who said that? From who? If you're gonna break me news, provide me some links. Provide me some links from some credible people, or else I'm just not gonna believe you. Because when I see somebody out at the hospital, okay, out at the hospital, Glenn Beck. Okay, right. No way he's in stable condition. So I know you lying. I know you lying. I just know you lying. No way. Anyway, the Ukrainian girl, but I'm not talking about the New York City treatment. The reason why I'm mentioning all of this is because of the fact that no matter what happens to President Trump, no matter what happens to that Ukrainian girl, and no matter what happens to Charlie Kirk, y'all not going to do nothing about it. I'm not calling for violence either. What I'm saying is that everybody's going to do anger. You're going to sit up here and talk about how, oh my God, the left is so crazy. They're unhinged. They're this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And then, RIP. And then there's that. Okay. So that's my thing. Is like, what's going to change? That's all I want to know is what's going to change. Okay. What's going to change? Who was the guy who shot? This guy right here is the one who shot him. Let me see if I can find more information on him, because it's like I want to go through this here. I want to go through the boomer. People don't realize that the door has been open for war between political parties. Yeah, but Robert, guess who is the one not doing anything, right? Guess who's the one winning, although they're winning dirty, and guess who's the ones just crying about it, whining about it, not doing anything to protect yourself. Let me see if I can find some more information about the guy who shot him. Hold on. Okay, here goes some more stuff about the guy who shot him. So this is some more stuff here. And anytime I hear you guys sum up some stable condition, I know you're lying. You know what I'm saying? I know you're lying, because here's the deal. You can never get shot in the neck like that and hit a main artery. This guy is a professional. Have blood sprout everywhere and then come up into my chat talking about some, he in stable condition. Shut your lying ass up. I mean, you guys are the problem. You guys are really the problem. All right? Really the problem right here. You think somebody can get shot like that and you're like, oh, he's in stable condition. Okay. All right. Okay, all right. Whatever. Okay. This is the only thing I can see about him, right? Nobody is this is him right here. He's not saying anything because as you can hear right here, this is what he says. I have the right to remain silent. So this is what he says here.
Have the right to remain silent.
So that's it.
Have the right to remain silent.
And then we have him here. And then we have him right here. He is literally a boomer. Okay. You would be surprised if medical attention is fast. It would have been here. It would have been here. Okay. Because that was confirmed at the hospital, for those of you who want to know. It's been confirmed at the hospital that he was confirmed dead. So until I get some credible information, and let me just call you guys out for this, right? Let me get some credible information from the hospital or from a news source that you guys used to call, like, because it's amazing. You guys used to call CNN fake news, MSNBC. Y'all used to call these things fake news, but because they say stuff that you want to hear, now they're credible. Okay, all right, that's fine. Like I said, give me somebody credible. I want to hear from let me see, if the police officer from the area, or the campus police officer, or sorry, chief, if the chief from the area, if the chief from that county, or if the doctor, or if the press secretary says something, holla at me. If they say something totally different than what people were saying at the hospital, they were actually there at the hospital, I'll basically say, okay, guess what? He's not dead. Okay? There's that. Listen, you guys ain't, hold on. I didn't tell y'all to come here. Hold on. Let me just be clear. Y'all don't have to come to my channel. I just wanted to talk about the fact that now what? This is my only purpose for being here, is like, now what? Now what? Now what's going to happen? Because all you cowards are like, yeah, he did. It's been confirmed to be dead. Prove me wrong. Show me credit. All I'm asking y'all, those of y'all chimping out in my damn chat, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I will say, okay, I got it wrong. But my purpose of starting the chat is, what's going to change? What's going to change? Because if nothing changed with the president getting shot, and remember, Donald Trump's life had been, he had 2 assassination attempts, okay, on Donald Trump's life, okay? So, y'all didn't do nothing then. What would make this any different? Right, exactly. Nothing. So, for those of you who are just coming to my channel, only reason I started this and I put this on here that he passed away is because there were several confirmations from the actual hospital that he's in that stated that he passed away. And And the reason why I believe it is because I looked at the video. They have the uncensored video on Twitter. It's very gory. Okay? It's very, very troubling. So much so that I'm not going to show it here. That's the reason why I can't scroll through Twitter, because even if I scroll through Twitter, it shows the gory video of him being shot dead center in the neck. And it's just not just he got shot in the neck. It's like this guy right here hit a major artery in his neck, and blood is everywhere. And y'all gonna come in here and say, he's in stable condition. Shut your ass up, you're lying. Y'all just lying y'all asses off. Okay? So that's my thing. That's what I'm saying. So I just want to talk about what's going to change, how nothing's going to change, and all y'all going to do is prayer up. All y'all going to do is the same old BS. Prayers up for Charlie Kirk. This shouldn't happen. We need to do something about the insane asylum, the crazy people, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it's going to go right back to where it used to be. Okay? So, emergency services responded swiftly, airlifting Kirk to a nearby trauma center. I thought he was already at the hospital, and y'all said that he was, y'all said he was stable. Now, which one is it? I thought y'all said he was already at the hospital and he's stable. So, again, those of you who are reporting, I'm just going to repeat myself again. Unless it's the sheriff or a chief of police from that area. Okay? I'm not freaking out on no comments. What are you talking about? I'm a black woman. Shut the fuck up, right? What are you talking about? I am totally not. Here's the deal. I don't care what you got to say unless the chief of police is speaking, unless the doctor from the hospital is speaking, unless the White House secretary is speaking. Okay? If it's not from a credible source like that, I don't care what you got to say. That's all. That's all. So, are we clear? No, not even from TPUSA. Let me say it again for those of you who are, window lickers. Okay? If it's not from the chief of police, if it's not from a sheriff, if it's not from I'll even take the chief of police from the campus. If it's not from the doctor, a representative of the doctor or surgeon from the hospital, if it's not from the mayor or from the White House secretary, I'm not interested in hearing anything else. Okay? So y'all can cope and seethe and do all y'all want to and wish upon a star and get on your knees and pray and all that other stuff. Unless it's from a credible person that has no agenda, all right, that has no agenda, then I don't care what you're reporting to me from, right? That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I'm here to have a conversation about now what? Like when is enough going to be enough? When is enough is going to be enough? Because like I said, today was a terrible day. Today was a day, for those of you who don't know, the full video of the Ukrainian woman getting stabbed, the uncensored version of that from the time she gets stabbed to the time she dies is also available on Twitter. Okay? And so when I watch those people do nothing, and that poor woman died on that floor by herself, I said, wow, people are cowards. They are such cowards. And I'm sorry, the aggressive people are on the left. And most of the cowards are on the right. Y'all can sit up here and talk about, oh, I got guns, I got guns, I got guns. Okay, that's fine. How's that working for you so far? Besides keeping you protected from other people. Because when you're in a liberal area, you ain't got no guns. When you are on a subway station or you're in these sanctuary cities, or you're in an area that is protecting criminals, you don't have any way of protecting yourself. You ain't have no guns. So I am always going to advocate for the fact that, like, hey, can you guys do something about being more aware of your surroundings? Could y'all sit up here? The Utah Valley University said the suspect is not in custody. Okay, fireworks, sure. All right. Yeah, yeah. He's not in custody. Okay. He's not in custody. All right, he's not in custody. All right. How do criminals protect themselves in liberal areas? With guns that they know you guys are not going to use. So there's that. So, whatever. Until I get confirmation that he is alive, I'm not changing my title. Stay mad. Stay mad. Chimp out. Stay mad. You don't have to be here. I didn't ask you guys to be here. I don't hardly even upload to this channel anyway. I only do my live streams on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. That's all I do. I haven't even uploaded a video to this chat. So I don't even know why y'all chimping out in my chat. Okay. And I can solve it real quick. Let me show y'all how I can solve you guys chimping out in my chat real quick. Hold on a second. Let me solve it for you. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna solve it real quick. Like, hold on a second. Hold on. I can solve it real quick. Like, watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Ta-da! Ta-da! Now, there you go. That takes care of that. No, I'm not going to take it to members only because there's a lot of y'all are not members. So once again, okay, all I want to say is this. Now what? Yeah, they big mad P-Pat. They like, hey, I can't believe this. I can't believe she won't let me spurg out in her chat. Okay. All I want to do is say this, guys. You all are so forgiving, and you want to know why? Because you're more religious. You're more religious. You're more forgiving. You're more turn the other cheek. That's you. Okay? That's who you are. That's what you're about. And evil people take advantage of that. Evil people will use that to their advantage. And this is why they do these things to you. And all I'm asking you is, when is enough enough? Because my advocacy is for women, especially white women, and they constantly say, yeah, well, black women are masculine. I'm glad we're masculine, because the fact is that the fact that we are that makes us less likely to be soft targets. That makes us soft targets. Okay? That makes us soft targets. You don't have to subscribe. Right, there you go. I just banned you. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to unsubscribe. I just banned you. That's all. I don't need you guys here. I just want y'all to know that. I don't need you here. So there. Anybody else want to go, let me know. You can either leave or I can ban you. But anyway, getting back to protecting yourself. They are letting you know, and they let you know during COVID what they think about you. They let you they let you know how they thought about you during the 2020 elections. They let you know what they thought about you during COVID. All right. They let you know what they thought about you throughout Biden's entire presidency. And you all still do the turn the other cheek thing. You still do the forgiveness thing. And I'm telling you, they find this to be a form of weakness. And to be honest, it is a form of weakness. It is a form of weakness. Okay? So, when you do act like a coward and you sit up here and do all this forgiveness, then the person who has evil intentions are going to keep running you over, hitting you, doing all kind of evil things to you because you won't fight back. You won't defend yourself. You won't protect your family. You won't put yourself in that situation to where you can protect yourself. And also be ready to F around and F out, okay? So like I said, I'm asking the question, what now? Like, what y'all gonna do now? And nobody's answering the question. All I keep saying is, oh, how do you know this? And how do you know he's? I'm like, okay. I said, for those of you who just came to my chat, until I get any confirmation from a credible source, like somebody at the hospital, the chief of police, the mayor, the governor, okay, the White House secretary, until I get a report from them, y'all could just stop telling me what y'all think happened. All right? They're not going to do anything. You're right, they're not. So is this like a kink for you guys, is to find horrible things that happen to people? You chimp out about it on Twitter or social media. You virtue signal how we need to do something about these crazy. Open up the insane asylum. What we need to do something about these. Which I do like the fact that Donald Trump has signed an executive order that will hold judges who allow criminals out in the streets. Okay, I do like that. I do like those executive orders that Donald Trump has put out to hold the judges who have let criminals go, and they, perform murder, or they perform heinous crimes on innocent individuals, and then you basically hold them accountable by either disbarring them or suspending them or fining them or incarcerating them themselves. I do like that. But that won't help you if you live in a blue area. If you live in a blue city, or if you are in an area where you're surrounded by these crazy people. Okay, you're surrounded by these crazy people who want you dead, who celebrate, like I said, I can't even, this is the most tamest thing. Hold on, let me show you. This is the most tamest thing I can. The liberals are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. They're celebrating his death. They're like, yay, Charlie Kirk's dead. And if Donald Trump, if that first guy who tried to assassinate the president, if he was successful, then guess what? They would have celebrated that too. But I know about evil people. I know how evil people are. And it's like, why is only a few of us are familiar with evil people? Why is only a few of us know evil people? And we're not shocked by this. But the biggest thing is we protect ourselves. We protect ourselves from these people. Okay? And we also do our best to teach. Well, I do. I don't have kids. I have 4 godchildren. I teach them to profile. I teach them to profile. I teach them. I go way and beyond stranger danger. Okay? I go way on beyond that. So there's that. So there's that. So anyway, um when you have these people celebrate, it's like y'all just sit there and y'all just get mad and y'all get upset and this, that, and the other. And it's like, oh, these people are so evil. Yeah, because you guys don't embrace you. This is going to sound crazy, but you understand you have a good side and you have an evil side as well. And you don't even tap into the evil side to protect you from other evil people. I'm not saying, again, I got to be specific here. I'm not saying you got to go out there and be the aggressor. Absolutely not. But you have to be the defender. And you also have to stop being the one that's so forgiving and so tolerant. You all have these people who do evil things to you. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to sit up here and let you go. I understand. I'm going to pray for you, this, that, and the other. And this is the reason why I say, hold on, this is the reason why I said, what is the one I was looking for? Here we go. This is the reason why I say, like, okay, like, they know they can do this to you because they know you're going to forgive them. It's just like the parents, when you're just an easygoing parent and your threats means nothing. Like when you have a little boy, his name is Tommy, and Tommy is just like throwing things all over the place. He's like, no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to pull down my video. I'm not going to rechange my title until I have a confirmation again from a chief, a deputy sheriff. I don't care what anybody else type in the chat. They're just noise as far as I'm concerned. I just ignore them because they mean nothing. What they're saying don't mean nothing. Again, until y'all tell me, hey, Tree, there's actually a press conference going on right now in front of the hospital where the surgeon is talking about it, or there's actually, okay, the White House secretary is doing a briefing right now at that White House, or there is the chief of police doing a press conference. If it's none of those, everybody who's typing in the chat about this is what they're saying, they're just talking BS. I'm just ignoring them because it means nothing. It's like saying that they put on green pants today instead of orange pants. What does that supposed to mean to me? Nothing. Okay. TPUSA is not an official representative. TPUSA is not the sheriff. It's not the police. It's not the surgeon. And it's not the White House secretary. So I can always tell which side also has some people who the police found the weapon, but not the shooter. Okay, you got to get out of here. You got to get out of here. Bye. You got. I'm just banning you for just saying that. I literally have the shooter in front of me. I literally have the shooter right here. I literally have the shooter being arrested. Literally have the shooter here. Literally have it. And y'all gotta go. And so, and again, I'm not taking down the video. I'm not changing the title until I'm proven wrong. I'm not gonna do it. So why are y'all just here getting mad for nothing? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I tell you what I am mad. I'm mad that I cannot show you anybody covering this, the live coverage from this, because people the left keeps glorifying the horrific video of Charlie getting shot. That's what I'm saying. They keep glorifying it. They're like showing all angles, and they're like, oh my God, they're like loving the blood everywhere. They are literally giddy. They're literally happy with glee about this. They are dancing for joy. And y'all not looking at the bigger picture here of what I'm trying to say. And what I'm trying to say is this. You can get mad at me. You can get mad at whatever. Okay? You can. All right? I don't care. I don't care. What I'm saying is that you can't prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying. You can't prove me wrong. So you get mad at me ain't going to do nothing. Once I finish this video, I'm going to the gym. And this life goes on as usual. And y'all just coping and seething in your little hug box, and that's nothing you're going to do. You're not going to do nothing after this. Because if you didn't take precautions after Trump got assassinated, right? Attempted assassination. When they attempted to assassinate Trump, y'all didn't do nothing then, did you? No, you didn't. You ain't do nothing. So my question, again, I just want somebody to answer this. My question to you is, what makes this different? They celebrate it because they're demons. So, Marja, how do you handle a demon? Please don't say you pray it away, or please don't tell me nothing like that. Please don't tell me you just pray for them, or you go out and throw some holy water on them or something like that. Please don't tell me that. Because that's the problem where so many Christians are on the right, and you guys have shown these people that they can do horrific things, and you're not going to do anything about it. That's all I want to know. I just want y'all to answer that. No, I don't think you need to go scorch earth either. I think what's going on with, I don't believe you have to go scorch earth. I just wanted, like, there has to be some kind of like, you have to think like you're in war. And if you really think about it, this is like war, right? So there's that. The person in custody has been released. Hold on a second. Let me see if that's true. And if it's not, I'm going to ban you. CBS person in custody of Charlie Kirk shooting release. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna ban you. There you go. There you go. You're banned. This is the reason why I'm not gonna. I don't really want to like challenge you guys when y'all come up in here. When y'all come up in here like, oh my God, this is not. He's in stable condition. He's this. He's that. Like, you guys are, I'm not putting up with that. You are the problem when you don't even use critical thinking skills. You know what I'm saying? You are the problem. You are the problem. When you don't use critical thinking skills, when you sit up here and see that this man has been arrested, there's video footage of him being arrested and taken to jail. Why would they release him? Let's say, for instance, they got the wrong person. You think they will release him in a matter of an hour? And also those of you who thinking like, no, he's in stable condition. And if you think somebody can get shot like that, and let's be clear, we don't even know what type of caliber that bullet is. We have no idea. We have no idea what kind of caliber bullet, because the person, the guy who shot Charlie, only did it once. And he had a good shot. I think he meant to get the head, but he got a main artery in the neck. Okay? And I'm using critical thinking skills because unlike a lot of people, they don't do that. They go off their emotions, especially men. Men are worse than women at this moment. Like I expect women to be emotional because estrogen and everything. Okay, that's the thing. The reason why we are emotional because of estrogen. But when men are irrational and emotional, that's the reason why the population is going down. All right. So you can't look at something like that and see. And when I say you can't look into something like that, all right. And P Dog, start report. Okay, I'm putting you in timeout too, because when you report, I don't care if you reporting about, I don't care about you reporting about Charlie Kirk, whatever. But when you report that the AP news said the person taken into the guy who shot the guy that shot Charlie Kirk is not to be believed to be the shooter, you got to be put in timeout for that stupidity. Sorry, you got to go. You got go spread stuff like that. When you going to sit up here and tell me, hey Tree, the Associated Press said the person that was taken into custody who to believe the shot Charlie Kirk was not to believe the shooting suspect. You got to go, dude. You got to go. You got to go. I'm just saying, like, what if you got, like, I just want y'all to understand, what if you guys are wrong? Because I'm going to tell you what I always do. When I'm proven wrong, I actually say, hey, I was wrong. I was wrong. They arrested the guy. People pointed him out and said, yep, that's the guy. We saw him shoot. And here's the deal. He did this around witnesses, dumbasses. So you're saying that a person that had a rifle and shot Charlie Kirk in the neck, and people pointed out and said, that's him. They get the man and the weapon, and now fake news. Remember all that fake news you guys used to say? You used to say, oh my God, fake news, fake news. The same news outlet that y'all used to glorify as fake news, now y'all saying that they are reporting that the person arrested is not the person that shot Charlie Kirk. Come on now. Come on. Clown World said the shooter has been identified as activist Michael Mallinson, a Toronto. Really? Hold on a second. I'm not, if it's not true, I'm not going to ban you. At least you admit that there's a shooter. Hold on. Let's see. Well, no, I don't want to. Hold on. I don't want to get them. Let me see. Let's look at this here. They said Michael Mallinson, a registered Democrat from Utah, is arrested as the shooter in the incident involving Charlie Kirk. I don't even want to believe this yet. Have to. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if that's true. But at least you're not talking about, I don't think that person is really the shooter. Like, come on, man, dude, give me a break. Like, come on. So, should all left-wing activists now be placed on the FBI list? That's a good question, Paul. So let me tell you what I think's going to happen now. All right. I don't think gun control is going to happen. but I think we're going to have a mild version of 9/11. Let me explain what I mean by that. Okay. So you guys understand that when 9/11 happened, one of the major rights that were taken away from us was the Fourth Amendment to unlawful search and seizure. However, and this is one of the, if you want to know the number one reason why I hate TSA is because our Fourth Amendment is always violated just to get on the plane. And the TSA agency have not and will not stop any terrorists from hijacking a plane. None in America. There has never been an incident where a TSA agent has deterred or stopped anyone from hijacking a plane in America. Okay. Breaking news, breaking 911 on X said, this is official. Kirk has died at age 31. Thanks, Savage Sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate that. $10. Thank you. We'll still, I already know because of the fact that people at the hospital, like, again, let me just tell you why I'm not changing the title until, official tell me otherwise. And let me say the officials again. The official from White House secretary, a doctor from the hospital that did the surgery, or that's a representative of the hospital staff, the chief of police, the mayor, or the campus police office chief, or the sheriff. Okay. All right. So the reason why I came on here and I put the title the way I did is because there are actual credible people at the hospital, and they're like, we hate to let y'all know this, but but Charlie Kirk died. He already passed away. And the reason why I believe that to be true, like I said, if any one of those 5 people tell me otherwise, then I'll apologize and I'll change it. But the reason why I believe it, again, I'm going to say it again, because unlike a lot of you all who have been in your hug box, I have witnessed people get shot. I have seen kill shots. I know the anatomy of the body, and I understand what happens to the body when certain arteries are pierced with I guess you could say high ballistic, or no, that's not the proper words, but when you get killed with a high power rifle. And this was a trained professional who shot Charlie Kirk in his neck. And that bullet, that one bullet, hit a major artery. And blood was everywhere. Now, based upon my patterns of recognition, because that basically tells intelligence, based upon my knowledge of seeing people get shot like that, I'm like, wow. I don't know if he's going. I believe it. If they say he died from that, I believe it. I believe it. I don't want Charlie Kirk to be dead. I want Charlie Kirk to survive. I wanted him to survive this. I wanted him to survive this because he is a father and he is a husband. That's why I wanted him to survive this. No other reason. I did not want this on his kids. I did not want this on his wife. Because in the end of the day, nothing's going to change in reference to the cowardness of the Republicans. Now, y'all not going to do anything to change your habits. You're still going to be friends with these people. You're still going to stay in contact with them, even if they're your family member. They clown you, they shame you, they cuss you out, they take out their phones and they call you fascists, they call you Nazis, they call you white supreme pieces, they call you all kinds of derogatory names, and then call you the enemy of the state. And all y'all do is go, and they put it on. They put it on TikTok. They put it on Instagram, so that they can basically get the cool points from their hug box, from their other base. And y'all just like, they're just so evil. And I don't look at these people like that. I look at them as the threat that they are. And I don't befriend these people. And again, I'm going to tell you this, that right now, Twitter is showing the ugliness of what has always been there for years, is that these people are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk right now on Twitter. They are literally celebrating. So if you do not do anything to show that you will not keep your enemy close, I do not believe in the philosophy of keep your friends close and your enemies closer. No, I don't do that. I don't want my enemies anywhere around me. I don't want them to know where I'm moving. I don't want them to know what I'm doing. I don't want them to know nothing. I don't want them to know nothing about me. Okay? Nothing. I want them far away from me as possible. And I want them to know I don't deal with you because we are political enemies. Once upon a time, back in the 2000s, back in the early 2000s, all right, we could get along. It was okay for a Republican and a Democrat to be family members. It was okay for a Republican and a Democrat to be friends. But when Trump became president in 2016, all that went down the window. Sorry, all that went down the toilet. All that went down the toilet. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. COVID, if I ever had any doubt how evil these people are, COVID lifted all the veils for me. And I acted accordingly. Okay? I acted accordingly. Oh, Turning Point now has announced that he's dead? Okay. But I'm the one like, you need to take down the video. I told you guys, I would never. I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to do the I told you so. I stood my ground. I stood my ground because I only listen to reputable people. And the reason why I came out with this video and I did the title is because reputable people, their word is their bond. Their word is their bond. And if they say, y'all, I'm at the hospital right now, Charlie didn't make it, I said, I believe him. And I started up my stream. And y'all chipping out talking about, oh, you just spreading fake news, you doing this, you doing that, blah, blah. And I said, did y'all ever think about the fact that the reason why the other news networks did not come out and say immediately that he had died? Because they needed to contact the family members? Did y'all ever think about that? Or do y'all just want to have somebody to be mad at? Y'all just needed somebody to be mad at, so y'all decided to be mad at me because I came out and said, yeah, he's dead. I just straight up came out and just said it. Because I took the word, and like I said, and so far, if you guys are reporting to me that now people are actually saying, yeah, he died, then that means, okay, then that means that the guy, I'm not even going to mention his name because I don't want to get him in trouble, that the guy at the hospital right now who has said on this Twitter space, y'all, I'm at the hospital right now, he did not make it, that now his word has been golden with me. His word is golden with me. Okay? That means that his word is his bond. I trust his word because now he came through again with factual information. Information I stood by on, no matter how much no matter how much people came in here, okay? No matter how much y'all came, did y'all see how people were very aggressive in the beginning? And I stood my ground because I'm like, this guy doesn't lie. He doesn't spread lies. He's not an intention hoe. He's not the type of person who goes around and starts spreading lies. I don't even say misinformation. He doesn't spread lies. Like I said, I was going to go to the gym. I was on my way to the gym. I saw this Twitter space that said Charlie Kirk shot. And then I tuned in. I started listening to it. I said, should I report on this now? I said, nah. I said, everybody probably going to report on the fact that he got shot. Then I went, looked online, and I looked at the videos, and I said, holy smokes. So Trump just announced his death on Truth Social. Okay, let me. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Trump announced Charlie Kirk death. Okay, yeah, you're right. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna use this guy. I hate his guts. Hold on, let me use something. Hold on, I gotta get somebody credible. That's hold on, guys. God damn. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I found somebody. All right. Let's see where we at. Okay. Let's read this here. Okay. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had a heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. I want to say something really quick, and just hear me out. I want to show you a registered Republican who stands on business and who's not afraid of the mob versus cowards who will buck under pressure. So I'm glad this space was recorded, and I'm glad that the chat is going to be replayed. I want y'all to understand all the hate I was getting in the beginning, where people were coming in and telling me that I'm spreading misinformation, where people are saying, you're just a liar, you ain't nothing but a liberal, he's not dead. The AP, where P Dog dumbass keeps saying, the AP News said he's in stable condition. And somebody who grew up in the hood, somebody who's been a police officer, somebody who have seen people get shot, and know, hey, ain't no way he survived that. I hope he did. I doubt it. And I come up with my expertise, and I have people come on here and they literally try to bully me. So you can't bully me. I'm already a bully. You can't bully me. And I literally come on here and I say, nope, I have a guy who's at the hospital right now. He probably still there right now. He's at the hospital, and he said, guys, I'm going to let you know right now, Charlie did not make it. He is dead. It's already been announced here in the hospital. He said he is gone. He is not dead. And so I go, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and start. A live stream, and I'm gonna go ahead and come out balls to the wall. Hey guys, Charlie Kirk got shot and he's dead. And y'all was here when y'all saw all the hate I got. People lying, talking about the person that shot him is not in custody. People lying, talking about he's in stable condition, knowing damn well somebody gets shot in the neck like that, no way you're going to be in stable condition if you survive. I got everybody telling me that he's fine. And I know, and I'm taking the word of somebody who's very reliable, somebody who is very credible, because taking your word is something that a lot of people can't. Money, please. A lot of people can't even say anymore. Okay. So, P Dog, I don't even know how to get you out of timeout. You can't sit up here. Hold on a second. Let me see. Can I get you out of timeout? No, I can't even get you out of timeout. But I didn't ban you. But P Dog, I'm just gonna say it like this: shame on you. Shame on you for sitting up here trying to counter signal something that I've been saying. But I expect that from a lot of you all who don't know that y'all can't point to one time. Y'all can't point one time that I stood on business and it turned out that I was lying. Y'all can't say that. You can say that about Candace Owens. You can say that about Anthony Below. You can say that about every popular Tim Pool, the quartering. You can say a lot about everybody else lying about something, but you can't say that about Tree of Logic. Every time I've come out here and I said something against the norm, I have always been right. And the first time I came out against the norm was against Candace Owens. When everybody loved her, everybody thought she was the Harriet Tubman of the Republican Party. I was like, nope, she's a grifter, she's crazy, and she doesn't believe what she says. Nobody believe, and everybody came after me. And I stood on business. And now everybody like, damn, Tree, you was right 7 years ago. I don't care now. I don't care. And so, like I said, I keep credible people around me. And when this guy, we're not friends, but we're not enemies either. But I do, take his word as bond, because that's very rare. When he said, I'm at the hospital, Charlie Kirk did not make it. I started off the stream with this title. And no matter how much some people tried to bully me, no matter how much they said, I'm going to mass flag your video, I did not buckle because I knew this person rarely lies. And now I'm telling you, put me on that list. That Tree of Logic word is bond. Whenever I come out and say, hey, this happened, hey, that happened, put your money on me. I don't clickbait. I don't have to. I get off on being right. And the more y'all bully me, the more I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on what I'm saying. But again, I wasn't trying to be the first person to break the news to you. I wanted to have a dialogue and say, now what? Now what? Now what you gonna do? You can't go scorch earth. That's against the law. And some of y'all can't even disassociate from these people because they're family. Oh, you can't get rid of blood. I'm sorry. I can't disassociate from her. She's my sister. I can't disassociate from her. She's my mother-in-law. I can't disassociate. What can I do? She's my wife. He's my husband. And I've been telling y'all all this time, I was like, stop being friends with these people when they hate you. Stop allowing them close to you. Stop associating unless it's business. And even then, be ready for them to try to cancel you and put you in the hug box and say something about, oh yeah, let's cancel this person because they voted for Trump. Just like and for those of you who don't know, the full unedited version of the Ukrainian girl that was stabbed, that video is it's not even horrid, it's sad. Like, if y'all want like that right there made my eyes well up watching all these people, all white, by the way, all these people. Well, the woman that was across from her was Hispanic, but all these people standing around, and this girl, they didn't even try to stop the bleeding. They didn't even try to help keep her alive. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't even try to press on the artery that he punctured to stop the bleeding. Yes, they caught the shooter. Don't believe, straight white father figure. Don't believe these people. I just showed the shooter. Here's the shooter. Shooter's been caught. You have a lot of people who are muddying the waters because they want to put confusion out here. And guess what? The Republicans are helping them because they were in my chat telling me that that this guy was released, that this guy was never arrested, that this is not the suspect, that they never caught the shooter, that they never had like I had so many people literally come into my chat give me fake news. Literally come in here and give me fake news. They literally come in here and tell me fake news. That the shooter was never caught. That they don't know who did it. And then I had one idiot tell me that this guy right here has been released. And I just want y'all to know, all of y'all that was sitting here saying, oh no, he's in stable condition. Oh no, he's not dead. How do you feel now? You feel stupid. You should feel stupid. But also, this is what I want y'all to take away from what happened today. Okay, I want you to take away from him. I just showed you how to stand your ground regardless of peer pressure. I showed you what true courage is. I just showed it to you. Something that 90% of conservatives don't have that are in the political sector. A lot of y'all will buckle under pressure, will buckle under peer pressure, will buckle underneath the mob. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, whatever. But I bet you every last one of the person that called me a liar, everybody that sit up here and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, none of them will apologize. None of them will apologize either. Not one. Not one. And again, I still want to have the conversation. Now what? What y'all gonna do now? What now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? And I'm gonna say this for the women. Let me see if I can find a news article, if I can find a news that doesn't play the video of Charlie Kirk getting shot, I will play it. Hold on, let me see if we can find it, because I don't want to show that. Let me be clear. I don't want to show it because I'm afraid it's going to get my channel flagged. I don't want to show it because I don't want you guys to see what I saw. Okay, it's pretty gruesome. Hold on a second, Charlie. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find a news article that's not talking about this and not showing him getting shot. Let me see if we can find that. What is this? News Nation. Okay, let me look at News Nation.
Breaking news coming into the news.
Hold on, let's see. Let's look at News Nation and see what they're saying. Let's see.
Breaking news coming into the newsroom.
Hi there, Bayan. We're hearing from Orem Fire. They're on the scene right now. You can keep buying up on the double box. I want to ask them about this, but we are hearing from Orem Fire that the shooter is not in custody. Not in custody.
Oh, God. This is what I'm talking about. I can't even get somebody. This was saying, who can you trust now? Who can you trust? Who can you trust? The Quartering just released a video saying 9 minutes ago titled Charlie Kirk shot but alive, fighting as a man. And see, the Quartering is a known liar. The Quartering always rage bait and always put up fake news. And this is what I'm talking about. These are people that you guys should know not to listen to, who have a history of putting in clickbait stuff because you guys really want Charlie Kirk. And by the way, let me just say this. I got to say this. again, I don't want Charlie Kirk to be dead. I'm sorry, but he is. But you guys rather listen to grifters, and Jeremy, the quartering, Jeremy is a grifter. Tim Pool is a grifter. Candace Owens is a grifter. These are grifters, and y'all rather listen to them because they rather tell you what you want to hear. When I started the stream, y'all didn't want to hear the bad news. Y'all didn't want to hear the bad news that Charlie Kirk was dead. Y'all didn't want to hear that. Y'all didn't want to hear that. And y'all attack me because of that. But since I have reliable people, since I have people who literally put their life by their word, something that's very rare on both sides. Very rare on both sides. You have people on the left that can't be believed, and you have people on the right that can't be believed. But I can be believed. I don't have a history of clickbait. I don't have a history of telling fake news. I don't have that history. When I come out and say, guys, this happened. You can get mad at me if you want to. You can spam my chat all you want to. Now that got on my nerves, so I had to make the chat to the point where a whole day, I'm like, you got to sign up for a day. But it's like, I was the one that basically said, guys, I'm sorry. There's a guy I know on Twitter, and he confirmed it. He's literally at the hospital. I'm going to take his word because he has never lied to anyone, especially me. But he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to all of us in the Twitter space. He was talking to all of us in the Twitter space. He said, guys, I'm literally here at the hospital. Charlie didn't make it. And I said, oh, okay, let me go ahead and fire up my stream. And I titled it that way because I knew this guy was telling the truth. And was my credibility on the line? Sure was. Was I put myself out there to be mocked and to be clowned? I sure did. Why say the shooter is not in custody? To put confusion in the minds of the mass media. All of this is to put confusion out there so that you don't know what to believe, so that you can go around and say, not you, J-Ad, but so that other people can go online and say, the shooter's not in custody. The shooter's not in custody. Just like people coming into the chat saying Charlie Kirk is in stable condition. It's to spread lies. It's to spread lies. And so when you spread lies, you don't believe people like me who is telling you the truth. So the real truth tellers are not believed. Those of us who have what am I going to get out of? Hold on. I just want to ask you guys, what would I get out of coming out and saying, yeah, hey, y'all, Charlie Kirk had passed away? What am I going to get out of it? Nothing. That was a losing situation if I was wrong. Holy smokes, that was going to be a losing situation. Do you know how bad I was going to be put on blast? Do you know how many times people would bring that up in the future? No matter how many videos I do in the future, people will come back and say, "Ha! We can't believe what you got to say, Tree of Logic. You're the dumbass who said that Charlie Kirk was dead and he was in stable condition." I had everything to lose by telling you all the truth. I had people come into my daggone chat telling me, I'm a mass report this video. You lying. Charlie Kirk is not dead. Like straight up everybody, even people I thought were cool with me, know that I don't come out here and say crazy stuff unless I have credible backing. And if I have to be honest, was it risky for me to take this guy's word? Yeah, but he hasn't shown me to be a liar. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Listen to me. Hear me out. When you find people on the internet that don't clickbait, when you find people on the internet that tell you the truth, please keep them in mind. Please come to us if you want the truth. Please come to us if you want the truth. Because we ain't trying to, like, the quartering is clickbaiting, telling y'all that Charlie Kirk is alive fighting for his life, because this man is hurting for money. He is literally always begging for money. Y'all buy my coffee. Come on, y'all. We gotta get this goal. We gotta get this. We gotta get that. What's in it for me? I hardly ever post up here. I told you guys the only time I do a stream is on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. That's the only time I do live streams. I'm not in politics for the money. I'm in it for the truth, and people don't like the truth. And it showed me how people don't like the truth by how I was attacked when I came out with the truth. When I came out with the truth, okay, everybody started, not everybody, but I had to say half of the chat was attacking me. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to take it down. You're going to have to give me, and what did I say? 5 people. I said, you're going to have to give me somebody from the chief of police, a surgeon or a representative, the doctor from the hospital that Charlie Kirk is in. You're going to have to give me the White House secretary, or you're going to have to give me the sheriff department, or the chief of police from the online campus. Okay? Those are the 5 people I will believe. And everybody, I got people spamming my damn chat talking about AP News said that the shooter is law, or that Charlie Kirk is in stable condition. Then I got some dumbasses talking about some TPUSA said that he's in stable condition. And what did I do? I ignored all that and I stayed 10 toes down like, nope, this guy does not lie. He's at the hospital. And why would I not believe a credible guy who's always told the truth, even to his financial detriment? Why would I not believe? And he's literally live streaming in the Twitter space from the actual hospital that Charlie Kirk's body is in. Why would I not? Why would I not believe him? Why would I not believe him? He has never lied so far. And unlike half of y'all, whenever I find somebody that's always telling the truth, I keep on their word. I put my money on their word. That's something y'all most of the people who are popular, you can't put your money on their word. You can't put your money on Alex Jones' word. You can't put your money on Steven Crowder's word. You can't put your money on Tim Pool's word or the Quartering's word. You can't put your money on a lot of these big YouTubers' word because they have an agenda. What is my agenda by coming out saying, hey, Charlie Kirk passed away, sorry. And based upon my police experience and based upon growing up in the ghetto where I have seen so many people get shot, not on TV, in real life. When I saw him, that video is so horrific. When I saw that video, I was like, oh yeah, I believe it. So based upon what he said, based upon what this particular person said at the hospital, and then me watching the video, I believed it. And then I started my stream. So there's that. And so I want to show other news, like right now, and I probably won't even stay on here long because I'm still going to go to the gym. And if anybody want to chimp out about the fact that, oh, you told the news and you didn't have it verified. I don't need to have it verified. I have somebody on the inside source that's credible who told me, and I was right. Well, excuse me. He was right, and then I was right because I relied on his word. And that's something that most people cannot do today. So I'm gonna take any questions, and if anybody have any questions or whatever, because like I said, I can't even continue to stream because I'm getting people they're telling lies now. They're literally telling me that this guy is not in custody. And I'm like, even if he didn't shoot, which I doubt very seriously, why would they release him? Like, they literally have him arrested. They literally had this guy arrested. And then I have somebody who gave me his name. And it's like, I don't understand. What the hell? And like I said, there's so many of you all who don't know how you never seen anybody get shot live in person before. That's the problem. That's why y'all talk out your ass. You never seen anybody get shot up close in person. You never seen that. So then when you see something like that on video, you sit up here and tell me some stupid crap like, yeah, he's in stable condition. How? How do you have a sniper shoot you in a main artery of your neck and then say you're in stable condition after that? Like, come on, man. So every last one of y'all who, shame on you. Shame on you. Those of you who believe that he was in stable condition. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm so disappointed. Well, no, I'm not. Because, like I said, we have a lot of dumbass people on the right just as much on the left. And for you all, let me go back to Trump, because let me tell you something. Nobody's going to believe me until they see Trump's tweet up here. Like, shame on you. Like, I'm so and I think that's the reason why I've been pulling away from politics. It's because people don't want the truth. They just want validation. They just want somebody to repeat the talking points that makes them feel nice inside. Okay. And it kind of brings me back to when I was talking about Russia and Ukraine. Back in, what was it, 2021? And I said, y'all, Ukraine, it was the summer of 2020. I was like, y'all, Russia winning. And the whole time, that they were deplatformed, I got demonetized because I was telling the truth about Russia winning. And now, 2025, people are finally realizing, oh, damn, Russia took all that territory from Ukraine? But I thought that Ukraine was winning. I got in trouble for that. I literally got in trouble for telling y'all the truth about the Ukraine and Russia war. I got in trouble. I got a strike. I got a strike on my channel, and I got demonetized. You know what I mean? That's what happened to me. And then I was like, okay, fine. You got me. All right. I'm going to be careful about telling the truth. But I did not tell lies since then. And my question to you all is that, why not give me the benefit of the doubt? I can see if I'm like the Quartering or Tim Pooh and I'm flippy floppy. I'm not. They flip and flop. They put out rage bait. They literally put out content that's clickbait. And you all did not even give me the benefit of the doubt that I was telling the truth. Y'all didn't even do that, right? You didn't even do that. And I'm so heartbroken for Charlie Kirk's kids and his wife. I am. I'm so heartbroken for them. And part of me wish I never seen the video of the girl the Ukrainian girl that got stabbed. That also makes me think less of humanity in blue cities, because I know that if that had happened, which it wouldn't have happened, but if that happened in a red area, if that happened in the red suburbs, if that happened in a red city, which is very few of them, I know some patriots would have came and some women who are, because we have a lot of nurses on the right, but I think there's more on the left, unfortunately, they would have went and gave aid, and maybe they would have saved that woman, maybe they would have saved her. But that right there just made me go, God damn, people are just weak. You already lost faith in humanity? Yeah, maybe it's okay for the population to go down, right? I saw the edited version of that was enough for me. Yeah, you don't want to see the unedited version. It's really sad. And it takes a lot to make me cry. And I didn't cry. My eyes watered because I'm thinking, like, here you have this woman who's in another country. She's just getting off work and she's in that corner. It's kind of hard for me to explain the video, but you know how you sit on the subway and in front of you is like a silver, what do you call that, blockage, or what do you call that, guys, when you're sitting and it's the thing that separates the chairs from the entry door? It's not a barricade, but it's pertantian, something like, is that what that's called? Anyway, she had went into that corner holding her chest, and blood is just, yeah, I'll use frame. So you have that silver frame that's separating the door from the front row of the divider. Actually, critical smoker, I'll say divider. Partition. I'll use a divider. I read partition is a good word too, but I like divider better. So you have that divider that separates the door from the front row of the seats that she was sitting in. And, you know, she's holding her chest and she's sitting in that corner and everybody's just looking around at her. They're just looking at her. And you just see a pool of blood just flow from the corner that she was sitting in. That's where it is. And I'm like, why isn't anybody going up there to help her? At least hold her, because she's scared. And that's the part that made me that's the part that got me, because she was in that corner and nobody comforted her until she left. You know what I'm saying? Nobody held her. Give me a freaking break. I have held criminals in my arms when they were dying, and no one could even give her that comfort. Literally, scum of the earth, hold my hand, or can you please help me or hold me, this and the other. And just imagine me. Oh, like I got out, and I do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, you know, this person who's a POS is going to pass away. You don't really care, but you go ahead and make it come. You know, you hold their hand anyway. But nobody comforted this girl. No one held her. No one tried to aid her, and she died scared and alone, untouched in that corner. So it's like, so then I saw that earlier this morning, and then right before I'm going to the gym, I see the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Well, I didn't see that first. Hold on, let me be clear. I saw the Twitter space. I saw the Twitter space where it says Charlie Kirk got shot. I tuned into the Twitter space, and as soon as I started tuning in, they said, hey, breaking news. And this is when this guy, and I hope I'm going to send him an email saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I always believe, you always follow your word, and I may not give you your kudos, but I just want to thank you for being the first to tell everybody in that Twitter space that he was confirmed dead. And thank you, because I did come on my stream, and I, based upon your word, I knew you was telling the truth. And when I saw the video, it confirmed that you were telling the truth. And so I want to thank you for that. So I am going to say that to him. Creative Rob, thank you so much for the $7. Can't believe X and the news are allowing this video to spread uncensored. That was horrible. No one deserves that. R.I.P. Charlie. Pray for his family. Absolutely. Send prayers, send condolences, send your heart out to just really put good thoughts and prayers for their strength. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want y'all to do. Put out for them to be strong, especially the children, especially the wife. She has to raise these beautiful children by herself. Well, not by herself. She's going to have Charlie's extended family to help her. But, you know, children need their father. They need their biological father. And get ready. Hold on. Y'all ready for me? I'm not Nostradamus. Okay? But the left is celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. You know what the right is going to do? You know what some of the groups on the right going to do? Come on, y'all know what's going to happen. Hold on. What are certain groups on the right going to say about the death? I'll tell you. They're going to blame the Jews. They're going to say that he was hired by Mossad. They're going to tell you that the guy who shot him was really Jewish. They're going to tell you that Israel put a hit on him, even though Charlie Kirk is a Zionist. I'm a Zionist. He's a Zionist. We support Israel. We stand by Israel. And you're going to have these idiots on the right that's going to sit up here and blame it on the Jews. Just watch. I don't have special powers. I already know how this is going to go. I can tell you right now, that's what's going to happen. That's what they're going to say. So you're going to have the left that's going to act like they're going to cheer on. They're going to like say, oh, this is the best thing that has ever happened, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to have people, and you're going to have the idiots on the right that's going to sit up here and turn this, make this kind of like the Jews' fault somehow, some way. The left is already gaslighting. Well, the right is gaslighting too, Michael. Clearly you wasn't here. Please, when I get off this stream, I want you to look at the chat from the beginning. You want to talk about gaslighting. I want you to see the conservatives try to gaslight my ass. I want you to see how many conservatives try to tell me that I'm spreading misinformation, that it wasn't confirmed, and that he's in stable condition. Then I have some idiots telling me that the person that was arrested was released. Or I have other people telling me that the real shooter hasn't been arrested. And it's like, I'm literally showing the person that was arrested for shooting him arrested. I just literally showed the boomer. I literally showed them, and I still get jumped on. And I stood my ground because I'm not a coward. I'm not a conservative. I'm a hardcore right winger, baby. I stand 10 toes down. Okay, yeah, they did create a martyr, but we don't want martyrs. We want people on our side to be alive that's going to shut down a lot of these people. I want you guys to understand that Charlie Kirk was making a difference. He was going on this campus and he was literally destroying these people's arguments. And that was converting a lot of these libtards to go centrist. Were they going conservative? No. Excuse me. But they wasn't staying on the Democrat side. Okay. He was making a difference and he had to be stopped. And he was stopped by a boomer. There's that. And so I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm glad I did stay on to show that my sources, their word is gold. And mine is too. And I'm really, really happy that this guy ended up telling the truth. And even though I got people try to crucify me with it, I end up being right because he was right. Okay? All right? So that's what I want to say. It's like, I'm glad I didn't leave because first I was going to say, listen, I'm not going to take this down until I get confirmation from a reputable source. All right? And I told you the sources. because everybody was chimping out in my daggone chat telling me, no, AP said that, CNN said that, MSNBC said this. The very people that y'all always accuse of fake news, now you're going to take their word that they're telling the truth now? Is that what it is? I'm consistent. If I called you fake news in the past, I'm not going to believe you now just because you're telling me something I want to believe in. So, like I said, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Anybody who sit up here and try to doubt me. Because like I said, there was nothing in it for me to do that. I don't clickbait. And again, when somebody tell you all the truth and somebody has a credibility of never lying, like not saying never lying, but when somebody has a credibility of actually staying by their convictions, why would you not believe them? Why would you not believe them? How can we move forward from here? No real freedom. This is a very good question, Crystal. I'll answer it. You move on by making your family libtard proof and didn't do proof. Let me explain. I have 4 godchildren. They're all white. You all know that. And I teach them, like, listen, we as black people can be addicting, okay? We can be your best hype man. We can make you feel like you're on top of the earth. We're really good at these things, right? But when it comes to tribalism, 95% of them will turn on you if they are not, if it's favorable of staying in the ranks of the good graces of the BC black community. Blacks, and there's only very few of us. I would have to say 0.5% of us are not connected to the black community, are not attached to the black community. We are not trying to cater to the black community. We ain't trying to virtue signal to the black community. We are just independent. These are the black people who will not turn on you because the masses, okay, of the BC says to do so. So, like, for example, I try to teach this to my my godson, and my godson had a black male who he called his best friend, and I said, listen, and we'll call his best friend Jerome, right? I said, baby, don't get too caught up in Jerome being your best friend. Jerome is pro-black. He's heavy into the black community. I mean, this guy, this little boy is literally wearing a t-shirt of Say Her Name, Sandra Bland, right? Like, come on now. I said, you got to be careful because they will throw you underneath the bus if other black people have a problem with you. He will not stand by you. A year later, it happened. A year later, there was some racial tension that went on at the school, and my godson, who's white, was defending the right thing, and because it was against a popular black student, the blacks at that school was verbally attacking him, clowning him, this, that, and the other. Did you think his black friends stood by him? No. He avoided him. He ignored him. And when they were at home and my godson went over to confront him about it, he was like, man, you wrong. You wrong. You just acting like a white man. You just are like not white man. You acting like a white boy. You a typical white boy, blah, 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 blah. And my godson cried. My godson cried because of that. And I said, are you ready to listen to me now? Because when they are tribal, the white man, no matter if you're the cousin, best friend, best man, you will always be thrown underneath the bus for the community. So you have to teach your children to not fall in love like that, to not fall in love, but to not be blindsided like that, to don't trust anybody except their family. Trust your parents, trust your siblings. But anybody outside of that, they got to prove to you that they got your back. So it's so easy to be on somebody's side during the good times, but when the bad times happen, do they still have your back? And when the bad time happened, that Jerome did not have my godson's back. Now my godson know better. So I teach my godchildren, because their parents won't do that. They're white. They don't do that. They do this whole I don't see color stuff. I don't preach that to my godchildren. They get the real deal from me. And I also teach them, like, be careful around liberal white women, especially the ones with the piercing in their nose and different color hair. If you ever see a white woman or a white man, but mostly white women with orange and green and purple and all kind of unnatural hair, stay away from them. They will throw you in the bus. They'll find some way to virtue signal to get some black points. Stay away from them. I teach the children, because I already know how to protect myself. I teach the children, especially the white ones, how to protect themselves in this type of environment. So the answer to your question is, how do you move forward? You learn how to protect. If you're in a blue area, you should already start making some moves on how to protect yourself, and then save money, get an extra job to protect yourself to get out of that situation. Y'all got to get out of these blue areas. Sorry, not sorry. So you have to start by protecting your family, your friends, and stay away from family members that are like this. Stay away from people who are mad at you because you voted for Trump. Stay away from people, I don't care if they are your blood relatives, stay away from anybody, whether they're your blood relatives or not, your best friends or you're not, or your work environment or not, who are mad at you because you have an R in your political registry. Somebody else had a question. Okay, at what age do kids understand how to be liberal proof? As soon as they start, I would have to say at the age of 6. At the age of 6. That's when I started teaching. I had family turn on me, not standing by me. Then you should never deal with them ever again. There was another question. Hold on, somebody else had another question. And I mess with, and see, and that's another. Oh, let me say something else, Crystal. That's my problem with a lot of people on the right. Y'all family members treat y'all like dirt, and you still give them a chance over and over and over again. See, you bring it on yourselves, dude. That's what I'm saying. When your family member cancel you or make it where they basically get you fired or whatever, and just because you kept giving them chance after chance after chance, you brought it on yourself. I told you all, stop being nice to your enemy. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. But nah, I just got to pray for them. Why pray for evil people that want you dead? I don't understand this. That's why I'm so glad I am a heathen. I'm so glad I'm a heathen. God, oh man, you'll never get me on Christianity. For me to pray for people who are trying to kill me? Why? What is prayer going to do? Give me a break. And because the right is so religious, so forgiving, so I'm going to give you another chance, so this, that, and the other, that's the reason why the left don't take y'all seriously. And let's talk about the community too. That's the reason why the community don't take you seriously either. Because all y'all going to do is get mad, call black people the N-word with the hard R on Twitter, and that's it. Wow, that's going to make a change. And again, I'm not advocating for violence. I'm not telling y'all to go out there and act in an offensive way. I'm not telling y'all to draw first, but I'm not telling y'all none of that. What I'm telling y'all is that you should not be soft targets for any of these people. You should not be soft targets for any of them. And I said this earlier until somebody typed in a chat. Andrew Tate just called for civil war. Nobody's listening to Andrew. Andrew Tate's calling for civil war. He's in Rome. I think he's in Dubai. He's in Dubai avoiding being put in jail for human trafficking and R-wording. So that's what I'm telling y'all to do. If you want to know what's your course of action, get a pen and paper. Here is your course of action. Stop being friendly and stop being nice. When I say nice, disassociate yourself from family members and friends who use your political leanings or your politics against you. Keep them away from you. Stay away from them. Stop saying, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to give you a second chance. You don't understand what you're doing. Stop it. Stop being a nice guy. Nice people get walked all over. This is why they keep doing it to you. You're not doing it to them. But listen, I disassociated myself from my family. I disassociated myself from my family back in the late 90s. I didn't have nothing to do with them because guess what? I can't get into this victim mindset. The white man is definitely not my enemy. Because as a police officer, I did not have one white person try to kill me. I didn't have one white person shoot at me. And the person that stabbed me was not white. Every person that shot at me was a black male. The person who stabbed me was a black male. The person who bit my right shoulder because I was arresting the husband that was beating her ass was a black woman. How is I'm having all these bad experiences with black people, but the white man is the devil? The white man is my enemy? How? How is that? So when I started recognizing patterns, I said, oh, you know what? I would be better off not associating with the community. And they didn't like me anyway because once a cop, always a cop according to these people. So guess what? I broke away from them. I didn't have nothing to do with my biological family, my mama, my daddy, none of them. I don't talk to none of them to this day. Never talk to any of them. I don't have anything to do with them. I live by what I preach. I don't lie. I don't go out here and lie. Only reason I preach this to you is because I live this way. But you guys want to sit up here and say, oh, but I like Tyrone. He makes me laugh. I like Shaquita. You know what I'm saying? She's so fun. Uh-huh. Wait until a white police officer shoots someone who tries to kill him. And then next thing you know, you're going to have the riots and the looting and the Black Lives Matter and white supremacy, all this other stuff. And then you're going to be the enemy again. And maybe you're just masochist. Maybe that's what you like. You're just a masochist at this point and you enjoy that. That's fine. But then be your masochist. Okay? But for those of you who really want answers to the questions on what to do, start with yourself. There's nothing you can do about the nation as a whole because from Obama up until now, it has been gone in a downward swirl fast. And when Obama's presidency made it normalize the killing of white police officers, y'all were doomed then. You were doomed then. And you have more white people on the left that are advocating against their own race than black people. When you look at the old Black Lives Matter videos, who was in the front line? A bunch of white liberals, mainly white liberal women. So give me a break here. So don't get mad about this. Just take action in your home. Take action in your own environment. And if you live in these areas, I promise you, just cut corners, stop getting Uber Eats, start making your own food. Even if you got to eat romaine noodles, even if you got to work 3 jobs, make enough money to come into rural areas that are red or to move into areas that are red so you can be safe. That's all I want for y'all. That's all I want for y'all. But there's nothing you can do about the nation in itself. There's nothing you can do anything about that. That's all. Just help yourself, help your family, and start from there. Hold on. Let me see. There was one more question, and then I'm gonna leave. I'm so sorry. If there was one question I saw. If I missed it, ask it again. I'm trying to go up and see if oh shoot, I guess I missed it. I'm sorry. I'll stay on for like 2 more minutes, and you wanna if you wanna ask that question again, and then I'm gonna log off. Okay. But like I said, I want those of you who just came in here late, I want you to see how everybody was attacking me when I was I guess I'm the first to bring it out. I guess I don't know if I'm gonna do a show later. I was gonna do a show on watching. We was gonna watch the Andrew Wilson versus Owen Benjamin. I'm not in the mood for that. I'm very sad for Charlie Kirk's children. This is not a criminal. This is not somebody who's a POS. This is I'm really sad for his wife and his kids. But I'm also sad for the I wish I didn't watch that video, the uncensored video of the Ukrainian girl getting stabbed and dying. I wish I didn't watch that. I normally don't have regrets, but that, if you want to know what bothered me today, and then for me to watch that uncensored video of that helpless young woman, and then turn around and seeing Charlie Kirk get assassinated, like, holy smokes, I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood to do a video. So I have to go to the gym. I have to get it's not anger, it's disappointment. It's really disappointment. It's really frustration with people who are such cowardice. And I think from somebody like myself who's far from a coward, you know what I'm saying? And Charlie Kirk, who's far from a coward, rest in peace him, you know. I just I gotta get these emotions out, and I'm not in the mindset to do a happy video, because we were gonna watch that debate, and then I was also gonna talk about the Abba and Preach video. But I have to do some releasing, because I don't want this to turn into any kind of disease, or, like, when I say disease, I'm like literally disease. I don't want to get upset and all of a sudden, like, my heart is racing and I'm like, my blood pressure is up. I don't have high blood pressure, but yeah, I'm sure if I was to take it right now, I'm sure it would be high, because of the fact that those images are in my head right now, and the fact that people on our side were spreading misinformation and lies. I need to stop saying misinformation. I was accused of spreading misinformation. So people on our side were spreading nothing but a bunch of lies about the shooter and about Charlie Kirk being in stable condition, and people I thought I was cool with. But I'm going to let y'all know right now, I will not forget this. Y'all know I'm a type of woman that holds grudges. I won't forget this. Trust and believe I won't. And I'm glad this video will replay, so everybody can see that two things about Tree of Logic. One, I don't submit to no damn mob. And number two is that I tell the truth, even if it's not in my best interest. I tell the truth. So y'all can go out and watch everybody else. Y'all can go out and look at all these videos. I'm done. I'm going to go to my other channel and tell them that I'm canceling the stream for today. I'm going to the gym. And anybody who got something to say in my comment section, tread lightly, because I will ban you just like I banned everybody who told me I was telling a lie. Again, I have credible sources that put their money where their mouth is. I don't listen to people like Tim Pool, the quartering and everything like that. I listen to credible people who have always told the truth, no matter if it's to their financial detriment or whatever. They tell the truth, I tell the truth. And my question to you all is, why don't y'all give real truth tellers like myself and him and others the benefit of the doubt? All right. Y'all take care. Bye.